The number of countries on the UK red list, which is subject to the most severe COVID travel restrictions, is being cut from 54 down to 7.
From Monday, fully vaccinated travellers can come from countries like Thailand, Mexico, without needing to quarantine for 10 days in a hotel. The government is also planning to replace the Day 2 mandatory PCR tests with cheaper lateral flow tests. Our transport correspondent, Caroline Davis, has more.
Piece by piece, plane by plane, international travel has been reopening. Now the red list has dramatically reduced. The red list was 54 countries long. From Monday, it will shrink to just 7, mostly in South America. Arrivals from here will still need to stay in a quarantine hotel. It means that families like the Pernies, who live in South Africa, can come back to see loved ones in the UK. It's something they've been planning even before the announcement.
We know now that we can go home if we need to, and we can see parents and be there if anything happens. And likewise, just can't wait to get my parents back out here again and hopefully have a family Christmas this year.
Right through this door, please.
People jabbed in South Africa will also have their vaccinations recognised, along with arrivals from 36 other countries newly added. It means that they'll be able to avoid quarantine, but only if they've been jabbed using AstraZeneca, Pfizer, Moderna or Janssen. The travel industry is pleased, but it's also waiting impatiently for the government to set a date for when they'll change the requirement for a PCR test to the cheaper lateral flow test for travellers arriving in the UK.
The government have announced that they are changing the Day 2 required test at the minute. That's a PCR test. That will change to a lateral flow test, but we're still waiting to hear that date, although we believe it will be sometime at the end of this month.
The government have said that they are aiming to implement that change by half-term. Some scientists are worried this decision is too early, while the virus still circulates and many globally are unvaccinated.
Obviously, what we don't want to do is, while we're trying to get the virus under control in this country, introduce lots of new cases, because people will come and then they will set up sort of clusters of infection in their friends and family as they come back from where they've been.
But the government have argued that now is the time to bring down some of these boundaries and start to open back up to the world. Caroline Davis, BBC News.